Some figures. Okay, latest water test. Tested the rain. 13,100 micrograms per liter of aluminum in the rain in 2013. Normally, it should be 0. So 13,100 is pretty damn much, folks. It used to be 0. Then it was 100s in the 2000s. And then since 2010, it's into the 1,000s and the latest 13,100. In the snow on Mount Shasta, pristine Mount Shasta, 61,000 feet, no, excuse me, 8,000 foot level, 61,000 micrograms per liter, 4 times the amount that is found in the soil up there. Where in the hell is this stuff coming from if it's not coming from the soil? Okay, pH of acid soils is 20 times more alkaline. The aluminum in the soil has doubled in the last 10 years. The rain normal was 5.6, it's 20 times more alkaline. Aluminum blocks essential nutrients. I am unable in my garden to restore normal pH, and that's because nanoparticles are now in the circulatory systems of both plants and humans. So welcome.
We were the first ones to fly into hurricanes for the purpose of modifying them, if you will. That was Project Storm Fury. I began to be extremely confident that we could do whatever about what we wanted to with a hurricane. Project Storm Fury had been going on since 1961, and they had already done, or had done 2 experiments, one in 61 and 63. Well, by 1964, when I was there in 1964, I wrote the plan and started to have the track and a mission for every flight that was on the hurricane cloud seeding experiments. So we had documentation for everything. Operations of Project Storm Fury are very positive. This report said that we claim they should consider now if a hurricane heads straight towards Miami.
Okay, so this is typical. I see this occasionally. This is a weather modification jet, and you can see the sprays are turning off and on. I've seen these jets do loops around the city. And actually shut off. They will shut off and keep going, and then loop around and then spray again. I've seen them do that. I videotaped this here in Humboldt County. And so if this were a real jet and that was a contrail, then the jet would theoretically be falling down to the ground at this point. And typically you can notice that sprays, they don't seem to have a thrust behind them, so they don't seem to be pushed out of the jet like a regular with jet thrust, jet force. They're just, basically they just look like they're being let go from the jet. They don't look like they've been pushed out of the jet. This is typical of what I see occasionally. I don't see it very often, but I do see occasionally. Jets will turn off and on in mid-flight. Okay, city council meeting. It's about, what, 5:40. People are already starting to come in, the city council chambers. By email and as well letters. First one is about the fluoride, the second one is about the geoengineering, about the weather modification sprays they're spraying in our air. And so the first one, let's talk about the fluoride. So the fluoride, basically, there are over 300 peer-reviewed studies showing that fluoride in the water is a neurotoxin. It also leaches lead from the pipes, which is going to cause a problem sooner or later regarding your pipes. So I would like you to investigate this according to the Toxic Substances Control Act 15 U.S.C. 2620. So I'm presenting that for your information so you know they have done these studies and you have the information regarding that. You probably, have any of you recall getting my email about this? Anyone? No. No one has any idea about this. This is the poker face game. So you don't normally respond to the public if they ask you questions. Is that what happens?
If you'd like to give it to the
Okay. Okay. So that's
for council.
okay. So you don't. Okay. So that's how that works. I understand. So the other one was basically about the geoengineering. I don't know if you know it. They're spraying reflective particles consisting of aluminum, barium, strontium, sulfur, etc. to combat global warming. Okay. Unfortunately, we don't have any local control of it. And that's what I want. I want a proclamation so that we have local control over what they spray in our air to control global warming. And that's why I'm here. And so I have a YouTube channel. It's called BTR ENTRPS. If you want to go to YouTube, you'll see that I've documented the spraying for the last 3 years. Although Harvard has just come out and admitted they were going to start spraying. They've been doing, I've documented it for the last 3 years. I've also talked to the Congressman's office and the Board of Supervisors about this too. They have the same information. So please be aware.
Thank you.
This is for your record here, whoever wants to take it.
Cam will take it.
Thank you. Okay, so we had some pretty heavy winds. We don't have any winds right now. It's about 7 p.m. and we have HARP just blasting off. Basically, and here's a tower right there. And there's one over there too. But the HARP basically is manifest. I don't know what they're trying to do. They're trying to do something with this moisture here. They're trying to push it or pull it. It looks like you can see out over the coast there are no sprays, or there are lines of sprays. And then we have this dark cloud of moisture over us right now, and it is It is moving. It's moving south, and it's actually pulsing. So yeah, it's pulsing. And I saw the HARP lines earlier today. I made a video of the HARP lines. You can see a little bit of lininess out here over the coast as well. Right there.